I'd now like to show you how to add an article to the website. So here we are again with the black line at the top. So we're going to add content and we're going to choose post. So this can be any type of post, whether it's a news article, it could be you need to see from previous articles what type of article, whether it's a commentary. But anyway, we'll go on to that. So first of all, I'm choosing English as my language. And then you give the article, try and give it an exciting title that will make the reader want to read it more. So I'm going to give it a very exciting title called Test. And that's because this is on the live website, so I don't want people to wonder what's going on. But read this. Anyway, I'm sure you'll think up something very exciting. And then post type. So these are all the kinds of articles. You may think that, I want to choose it as a report, but you have to be sure that articles that have that kind of filter appear on your website, and look at previous articles to make sure that they are report type. So the most common one is news. And I would say the next one is probably a commentary. So I've chosen news, and now I'm going to choose add. There it is. Now, one other thing, just whilst I'm here, if you wanted your article to also appear on the home page, the big photos on the home page, they're called slider home page. Then you would choose slider home page and you would choose add. Now, my advice is not to add that immediately till you've got the article right, so I'm just going to remove that one. The author, you could see if the author's name is already in the system. It is, so I've added that. The date automatically appears. So the teaser image, this is the image that will appear on, well, if it's a news article, on the news page. So you want a nice attractive image. And also if it's on the home page, the slider image, it will also use this image. So you can click on that button and see if your image is already in the system. I'm going to use this picture and submit. But if not, you could have uploaded it at the same place, which we'll do in a different video. Next, I'm going to come back. Well, actually, you can add the header as well. So sometimes you have to crop the photo manually. I use a program called GIMP, or you might use Picasa or some other program, because the Drupal 7 does crop the photo, but it might chop people's heads off, so you just have to look. So here's one, for instance. You can see COP header. Let's try using that just for fun. That's one I must have cropped at one point. So I choose that and then I click on submit. So here we are. We've got the header, we've got the teaser. So now we're getting to the body of the article. So quite often the article's taken from a Word document. So I just happen to have what should we do? Here's an article. I can copy all this. So this is an article. Pretend this is an exciting news article. I'm copying that, Control C, and I'm now going to paste it into here. So paste from Word, Control V. And there it is. Now, let's make this the title, Guidelines for Translations. Ideally, you would highlight that and you'd have an option to make it heading 3, but we haven't got that at the moment, so I'm going to go into Disable Rich Text, and I'm going to change this bit. P is for paragraph, strong stands for bold, so I'm actually going to change that to heading 3. So H3, and I've put H3 again where I want the heading to finish, and go back into rich text. So there we are. Now here's here's my lovely article. I might want to add a photo underneath the heading, so let's go into there. What should we add? Let's try that one just for the fun of it. So I'm choosing that photo, no idea if it's any good, and submit, and I'm asked what size. Now if I want it to stretch right across the page, I choose large, so as long as the photo is big enough it will work. And I click on submit, and let's see, there it is. So now I've added my article. Now tags, that's the next thing. You need to add a tag. Please don't add new tags unless you think they're going to be used lots and lots of times. So for instance, creators of piece, you start writing in the word and it comes up. But if I was writing an article about I don't know, somebody had died, obituary, that's good, but some people put obituary of so and so. Well, there's not going to be lots of articles about that person, so just keep it general, obituary, that's already there. If it's a new IFC film that you think is going to be talked about a lot, you could create a new keyword. But if it's one that already exists, like Beyond Forgiving, then you can use that. You could add DVD, that comes up. So you've got your tags, and that means eventually we hope that you'll be able to view any content to do with Beyond Forgiving or Creators of Peace or obituaries. They would all be listed on the page. But this is for us now anyway. We want you to do this, please. And in fact, it won't let you save the article unless you do that. If you had a PDF of the news article, supposing you didn't want to put the whole article there, but you wanted people to read on or to be able to download it, this is where you would attach it. You could upload it from your computer, and I'm not going to do that. Ignore this bit. Now it automatically creates a URL for you, which usually works well in English. In French and other languages it leaves accents, so which looks messy. It looks good until you copy it, and then you'll see lots of percentage marks. So in which case untick it and write in your URL without e-acute and things like that. Anyway, it automatically does that. So, the other thing we need to do is give it a teaser. That is the introduction, a very short introduction that will make people want to read the article. So this is my introduction, is what I'm putting for now. But quite often you have to go into the article and you have to decide what it's all about, and you would entice the person to read on. Okay, so I think I've done everything. If not, it won't let me save. So let's try saving it. Save. Now I just realized this is live, so I'm actually going to unpublish it. But let me quickly show you. Under all stories, here's my test. Now I don't want people to see that, so I'm actually going to go. So this is the teaser image. I'm quickly going to go and unpublish this. I'm sure you can understand why. Publishing options, because I don't want people to see that. They'll wonder what's going on. Save. Now, let me just save. In fact, I'll go onto a different page. This is the home page. So that teaser image, that small image, would have also appeared on the home page, and this is the slider that I talked about. So you need a good size picture, good quality picture for the teaser image. So what else can I tell you? Will it let me go to that article? Yes. So here's my article. You can then go back into it. Supposing you revised it and you made a big mistake. Let me put in something here. Hang on. Mistake. and I'm just going to save it. Right, so you've got a big mistake and you want to get rid of it. So you can go into revisions and you can actually revert back to what it was before. You can also translate this article into, well, if you're on an international website, into French, German, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, or Ukrainian. So you would choose Add Translation. And I go into the French, and it shows me what it is in English, and I would then add the equivalent. But it's already got the photos in place for you, so you would just add the translation. So that is basically it, and I hope that all makes sense. I'm now going to stop.